Welcome to Legends Unveiled. Ready for a tale that will send shivers down your spine? Stick around, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more thrilling stories. Let's dive in the story. Deep within a dense forest filled with towering trees and heavy mist, Ethan, a daring young adventurer with a passion for exploring abandoned places, wandered in search of the forgotten village. He had heard countless tales about it, stories of a cursed village where all who entered vanished without a trace. His curiosity got the best of him, driving him to uncover its mysteries alone. The forest was dark, even in daylight, and the eerie sounds of animals added to the tension. After hours of searching, Ethan came upon a massive, decaying wooden gate. He hesitated for a moment, his heart pounding, before pushing it open. The gate creaked loudly, almost as if warning him to stay away. As he stepped through, he found himself in the center of a small, desolate village. The houses were crumbling, their windows shattered, and the air reeked of decay. The silence was oppressive, as though time itself had frozen here. While exploring, Ethan noticed strange carvings etched onto the wall of an old house. They resembled mysterious symbols he couldn't understand. Unable to resist, he reached out and touched the markings. Instantly, the ground beneath him trembled, and the light of day was swallowed by sudden darkness. Distant, incomprehensible whispers filled the air, accompanied by eerie laughter echoing all around him. Cautiously, Ethan moved further into the village. In the center stood a large house, more ominous than the rest. Its cracked facade and shattered windows seemed to watch him. Gathering his courage, he entered the house to find a vast hall lined with ancient mirrors. At first, they reflected his image, but soon his reflection morphed. His face was pale with terror, and behind him, a dark, towering shadow began to emerge. Paralyzed with fear, Ethan froze in place, his breath caught in his chest. He heard heavy footsteps behind him and spun around only to see nothing. Acting on pure instinct, he pressed on, discovering a door that led to a dark basement. Each step down the creaky stairs was accompanied by louder and clearer sounds, whispers urging him to leave and screams warning him of impending doom. At the bottom of the stairs, Ethan stumbled upon an ancient altar surrounded by dim, flickering light. On the altar lay a dusty book, its cover inscribed with strange symbols. With trembling hands, he opened it to find pages filled with an unfamiliar language. As he flipped through, the ground began to shake violently. The shadow reappeared, more massive and defined this time, with glowing red eyes that pierced the darkness. Ethan realized this was a fight for survival. Summoning every ounce of courage, he began reciting the strange words from the book, his voice quivering. The walls of the basement shook, and the shadow roared in a deep, guttural voice that made the air vibrate. Ethan didn't stop. He continued reading as the shadow loomed closer. Suddenly, the altar emitted a blinding light. The shadow let out a deafening scream before dissolving into the darkness. Panting and drenched in sweat, Ethan climbed out of the basement. As he reached the village square, everything around him began to crumble. The houses collapsed one by one. The ground cracked, and the village seemed to vanish into thin air. Ethan ran as fast as he could toward the gate, narrowly escaping before it disappeared entirely. As he stood on the edge of the forest, catching his breath, he noticed something on his hand. A strange mark, the same one he had seen on the village wall. He realized the village had left its curse on him, a dark reminder that its horrors would never truly let him go. And that's the end of our story. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video. See you next time with another story.